Good morning, it's Tuesday, last day of the month of May. Right, gold has just gone sideways, as you can see, for over a week now. It keeps holding my support level at 1845, 1840. If you're scalping that and you're trying to nick 5, 10 points, maybe even 15 points out of that trade, that's kind of working as we bounce up to around the 1860 area, but nothing more spectacular than that. So just watch that area. We start breaking below 1840 or let's say 1835, there is going to be some downside to gold. Really just has not managed to capitalize on the break above that 1840 area. Silver starting to actually look weak, so I'm a little bit wary about whether the gold can actually sustain the gains now. Crude oil rocketed higher. Talking sanctions on Russian oil, I guess it was the trigger for that. Now, actually, I'm showing you the Aussie versus the US dollar, but really I should be looking at the US dollar index first. But we didn't quite get to the resistance level around the moving averages at 72.30, 72.50, and the US dollar index has probably turned because we bounced right off that 101.40, 101.20 support area in the US dollar index. So dollar strength possibly today. Can you see down here? Dollar's become very oversold, and we are in a bull trend. So the idea is you buy into a market when it's in a bull trend and when it's had a correction down to a support level. It's fairly basic. So, you know, I have to now expect that, or I have to assume there is a very good chance that the dollar will recover. And therefore, maybe the Aussie dollar will not quite reach that resistance level and the Aussie dollar will turn down. New Zealand dollar, of course, could do the same thing. I've got a target on the cheat sheet, which is today's support level. And if it gets there, we can certainly bounce. But it's starting to look like, well, we could even have a potential bearish engulfing candle here on the daily chart. When you look at the weekly chart for the New Zealand dollar, if I can get that for you, hold on. We have bounced to a good resistance level. Now, we did overrun this, admittedly, quite significantly. The level was around sort of 65.30, 65.40. We got to 65.60, but not significantly enough. And that does look like a strong resistance level, and we could turn around there in the New Zealand dollar. Now, yen was weak. I've got some trade ideas for the yen pairs on the cheat sheet. I'm not actually going to run through them now. But you can see Aussie yen broke higher, Euro yen broke higher, New Zealand dollar yen broke higher. So looks like we could see further strength. Any dip to the support levels, well, probably worth a buy. Euro US dollar. Now then, I had 108.00, 108.20 as my resistance level. We didn't quite get there. We got to 107.86. So we've missed it by 14 pips, just as the dollar index hit the support level. So I kind of warned about that yesterday. I kind of warned that the euro may not get as far as the 108.00, 108.20 area. And unfortunately, that was the case. If you've managed to get into a little bit of a short position, something of a short position, just below 108.00, and then you've done well. And we could turn lower now. What else can I talk about? Cable was a little bit kinder. We did hit the resistance level. We reversed just 6 pips, I think, above the 126.20, 126.40 resistance level. Yesterday, no, sorry, 126.40, 126.60 resistance level. But yesterday we reversed bang on that, 126.59. So if you're into a short position in cable, that's starting to look quite good. I think the odds are in our favor because I think the dollar index has reversed. DAX hitting resistance. We'll see if it holds. DAX and the Nasdaq actually hitting resistance, and we'll see if they hold. We need the DAX to hold below 14,600. Just pipped to 14,600 yesterday, but we are reversing a little bit. Nasdaq also hitting that 12,700, 12,800 resistance level and holding just about. We need to break above 12,950 for a buy signal in the Nasdaq, but at the moment just holding that resistance level. Now, E-mini S&P and Dow Jones actually look like they could go a little bit higher, so slightly confusing when you look at the DAX and the Nasdaq. We did hit quite an important resistance level around 41.90, but I just don't see enough up there to make me think that this is going to reverse just yet. So slightly confusing. I'm a little bit bullish on the Dow and the S&P, but the Nasdaq and the DAX are actually holding resistance levels. Sounds like I'm hedging my bets there. I'm not really. I'm just reading what's going on in the chart, and we have broke above important resistance levels, so there may be some legs. Would love to see the Dow Jones around sort of 33,600, 700. That might be a sell area. I'll have to examine it if we get there. S&P certainly does have very strong resistance around the 4300 area if we were to get there. Okay, I think that's it. You've got all the analysis. You've got the trade ideas on the cheat sheet. So good luck today. We'll have a chat again tomorrow.